Hi, my name is Alex Mingola, and welcome back to the Mingola Experience, where I talk about random topics ranging from my professional experience all the way to random social topics that simply interest me. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I believe right now is the best time for Black people to get into civil engineering. And just for a little bit of context, I recently graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering. And one thing I noticed about my graduation class was the fact that there were so few Black people within the graduation class. Out of a graduation class of like 72 people, only 6 of us were Black people. And I find this kind of disappointing due to the fact that I believe civil engineering is a good match for Black people. So I like to refer to civil engineers as technical businessmen because yes, we do lay emphasis on coming up with efficient designs for our structures. However, we do also pay a lot of attention to the financial aspects of our projects. Hence, from an early point in your career, you're going to be exposed to the financial aspect of civil engineering and also pushed into the business aspect of civil engineering, which is the project management side within your first 4 years of becoming a civil engineer. And once you cross over to the project management side of civil engineering, there you will learn what it takes to actually run a civil engineering business, hence opening the doors for you to get into entrepreneurship. And one thing that I love about civil engineering is the fact that we tend to get pushed into entrepreneurship way faster than any other branch or discipline of engineering out there. Hence, I believe it does a perfect match for us Black people because we just love being business owners, and civil engineering will provide that opportunity to you as long as you stick around with it long enough. Another reason why I believe right now is the best time to get into civil engineering if you're a Black person is because the job market right now is just outstanding. And just for a little bit of context on that, I actually had about 5 different job offers from pretty big companies within the DFW area when I was still looking for a job during my last semester of college. And this might be a bit in part due to the fact that these companies are trying to fulfill, I guess, their diversity quota. However, at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation. They get their quota, I get a job, we're all happy. So right now really is the best time for you to get into it, as long as you reach the minimum qualifications for the job position that you're applying to. And if you're like, Alex, there's no way they're going to hire my Black ass, then say no less. You can probably simply look into your local college chapter of the National Society of Black Engineers. There they host a lot of networking events throughout the years, and there you'll probably be able to land a job as long as you attend 1 or 2 events of theirs. There are very good resources for Black engineers, and I honestly wish I was more involved with them throughout my time in college. So this next point kind of ties into the very first point that I spoke about, which is the fact that a lot of companies are actually trying to hire minorities to become shareholders within their companies. And let me explain this point real quick. So for a lot of civil engineering companies, our bigger job providers are usually the governments. Whether it be your local municipal government or the federal government, they're the biggest provider of civil engineering jobs. And at least in the state of Texas, I can't speak on other states because I've never been there, but in the state of Texas, there is a law saying that if your company is at least 51% owned by a minority, you're eligible to pick up more jobs. Hence, a lot of smaller and civil engineering companies on the rise up will try to get more minorities on board to become shareholders in order to pick up more work. Hence, that's literally a really big benefit to becoming a civil engineer as a Black person. You'll be eligible as long as you have enough experience to be able to become a shareholder within those companies. And the last reason to why I believe right now is the best time for Black people to get into civil engineering is simply because there is a lack of role models in the world of civil engineering for Black people. That is really unfortunate. However, we can become those role models for the next generation coming up. You know, throughout my time in college, I've always noticed the fact that we weren't a lot of Black people in general. Like I told you, it was literally 6 people within my graduation class. We started off maybe during my freshman year, we might have been like 20 of us, and little by little people dropped out. And at the end of the day, it was just 6 of us remaining. To me, that was a bit saddening. However, if we get more representation or more people to pursue the domain, we'll probably have a lot more representation in the future in the world of civil engineering. So this is the end of the video. I thank you for listening to me throughout the whole of this video. And if you found this information that I put out in this video helpful, please leave a comment below. Or if you have any questions concerning civil engineering, irrespective of your background, please leave a comment below and I'll try my best to respond to it as soon as possible. Thank you, and catch you in the next video.